Today are the officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Indonesia, from the Ministry of Agriculture, Republic of Indonesia, and of course, the Acting Director of the NAM Center, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro. Before we are heading to the opening session of this event, I would first like to read out the sequence of the opening session. First of all, we will listen to remarks from Mr. Felix Tobing, who will represent the Directorate of Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And then we will listen to remarks from Mr. Bustanul Arifin as the Director of the Indonesian Agricultural Training Center. And then the event will be commenced by the Acting Director of the NAM Center, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro. Without further ado, I will give the floor to Mr. Felix Tobing. Mr. Bob, the floor is yours.
Excellency Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro, Acting Director of Non-Aligned Movement Center for South-South and Technical Cooperation. Honorable Mr. Bustanul Arifin, Director of Indonesian Center for Agricultural Training, Ministry of Agriculture, Republic of Indonesia. Distinguished guests and participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. At the outset, allow me to express the Director for Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, regret for not being able to be present in this important event, as he has another engagement. On behalf of the Director, let me extend a heartfelt welcome to all the participants and the experts from the Ministry of Agriculture of the Republic of Indonesia, the Indonesian Center for Agriculture Training in Lembang, today on the opening session of this online training course. I would also like to thank the organizing committee for the opportunity to address the opening remarks for today's occasions. Ladies and gentlemen, adjusting to the new normal era has been a challenging one for all of us. A year into this pandemic, we are still working hard to keep our wellness while focusing our collaborative efforts to ensure that we can come back stronger from this situation together. Nonetheless, these new circumstances shall not be an excuse for us to not be more productive. In contrary, we shall continue to foster our capacity with new skill and knowledge that will benefit us in the post-pandemic world. I believe that most of us give the go-ahead to online training as a means to adapt to the pandemic. It is not easy to adjust what used to be an activity that requires physical presence into a virtual format. However, it is the best solution to overcome the great distance and hurdles today. I hope all participants will have a great learning experience during the course of this training and gain valuable knowledge to enhance their capability on horticulture seed propagation with tissue culture. This training is another fine example of the value and potential of South-South and triangular cooperation. The government of Indonesia sincerely believes that through this strategy, it can contribute to the global effort in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. Distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia will continue its strong commitments to advance concrete cooperation and contribute towards regional stability, resilience, and sustainable development in the region. Moreover, Indonesia also appreciates the efforts of our development partners to collaborate and achieve our mutual goals set for. Therefore, I would like to express my gratitude and highest appreciation to NAM Center, to Non-Aligned Movement Center for their cooperation and initiative to help this training course. It is my hope that this fruitful partnership within the framework of South-South and Triangular Cooperation will be sustained and expanded in the future. Indonesia is committed to support this training and continue to work together with Non-Aligned Movement Center. More importantly, Indonesia continues seeking the possibilities of future cooperation programs with all the participant countries, as well as open to exploring cooperation on various potential sectors that can be utilized within the South-South and Triangular Cooperation. Distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude my remarks, allow me on behalf of the National Coordinating Team and Ministry of Foreign Affairs once again to express my heartfelt appreciation to all related agencies in the Ministry of Agriculture and Non-Aligned Movement Center in Jakarta for their efforts to initiate this training course. Finally, stay safe and healthy, and I wish good luck to all the participants and organizing committee for the course of this training. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tobing, for the intriguing remarks. We are heading to the next agenda, remarks from the Director of the Indonesian Agricultural Training Center, Mr. Bustanul Arifin. The floor is yours.
Honorable Acting Director, Aligned Movements Center for Socio-Technical Cooperation Ambassador, Diar Nurbintoro, Honorable Director of International Cooperation Bureau, Ministry of Agriculture, Honorable Representative of Director of Technical Cooperation, Ministry of State Secretariat, Mr. Tobing, Honorable Director of International Cooperation Bureau, Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Ade Chandra, Honorable Resource Secure Indonesia Center for Agricultural Training, Lembang, distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to all participants. I'm very pleased and happy to see all of you from a far distant place yet close to our heart. We do hope you are in the best of health and mood to participate in this online training. It is great pleasure for me on behalf of Ministry of Agriculture to extend a warm welcome to all participants of training course on horticulture seed propagation with tissue culture from our technical unit of Ministry of Agriculture in West Java. I'm pleased that all participants with excellent experience and professional interest in this subject have assembled to participate in this course of the occasion of opening ceremony. We are indeed honored and happy to be the host of the program supported by NAM Center and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This program is one out of many commitments of Indonesian government to improve capacity building in agriculture sector in frame of South-South cooperation. Distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, this pandemic brings so many changes in our life, especially here in Indonesia, as people were enforced to stay at home and reduce their mobility. They tried to find a new activity and farming was among their favorites. Larger farmer requires bigger demand of seed, as people awareness of getting better product increase higher quality of seed in inevitable. Tissue culture is one method for propagation. Plant seed may be suggested as solution to provide people with better product of agriculture. This technology is one of the most rapidly growing areas of biotechnology because of its high potential to develop improved crops. This process is beneficially for developing countries looking to increase crop yield. A private at-home grower interested in producing consistent quality, as well as business looking to produce exact replicas of a species for profit. While the process is simple, there are a few key factors that need to be in place. Without the proper sterile environment and growing medium, the tissue culture process is unlikely to be successful. Something technical that you will learn from this training. Distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, we fully acknowledge that this potential should generate economic benefit for the people. If we discuss horticulture, it will include hundreds of thousands of growers, traders, consumers, and a wide range of allied agribusiness, such as the manufacturers and distributors of seeds, fertilizer, pesticide, equipment, and tools. Of course, to mobilize above process is a challenging one. It should be borne by collaboration of government and private sectors. We do hope that already running collaboration keep us stay on the right track to reach the objectives. Therefore, the training objective as said in the module are try to identify, review, and adopt the recent development of application of horticulture seed propagation with tissue culture amidst the constraints and opportunities. My dear colleagues, I hope that you will actively participate in the discussion. Learning experience will be enhanced not only by the input from resource person and facilitator, but also by sharing view and information among yourselves. This knowledge sharing is one of the distinctive features of the program, which past participants have consistently pointed out in their evaluation as unique and extremely useful. If it were not pandemic, we wanted you here in Lembang in our technical unit that located in cool and lovely scenery area. We hope for the next program as we seek gradually decrease infected people by COVID-19, training will be conducted offline to dig more benefit. Before closing my remarks, I would like to say deep appreciation to officials from Ministry of State Secretariat, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, NAM Center, and the organizing committee for hosting this training program and the arrangement. I wish you all fruitful learning experience today. Terima kasih. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Mr. Bustanul Arifin, for the interesting remarks. Now we are heading to the last agenda of the opening session, the opening speech from the Acting Director of the NAM Center, Ambassador Diar Nurbintoro. Ambassador Diar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Nika. Honorable Director of Indonesian Center for Agriculture Training, Mr. Bustanul Arifin, Honorable Representative of Director of Technical Cooperation, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Felix Tobing, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen. What a pleasure to have a meeting with a variety of different nationalities at this Zoom webinar this morning to talk about the progress of the propagation of seeds through tissue culture. Let me comment formally before I go into the subject, as this is a great opportunity for me to applaud the commitment of the participants. May I start by recognizing, appreciating, and thanking everyone participating and making this training possible. The next hour we will spend with participants from Bangladesh, Fiji, Indonesia, Lebanon, Nepal, Pakistan, Solomon Islands, Vietnam, and other countries. Can assist in providing insight into how superior seeds can be propagated without seasonal restriction and with limited planting materials in Asia-Pacific countries. Ladies and gentlemen, it is known that South-South cooperation has played a major role in international relations. Technical cooperation between developing nations is not new and has existed for several decades. We also have a history which dates back in Belgrade at the first NAM summit in 1961. The summit cannot to date be forgotten, as it is an impulse for us to be more sovereign, to determine our own destiny, and to build international relations freely. We have been exploring how to resolve global issues at the time. Today, it is even more essential to have solidarity and cooperation among developing countries. South-South cooperation could play a major role as well in the field of agriculture development for trainers and all farmers' internationality. Together, we can find ways to increase production and prevent crops failure, which could ultimately sustain food supplies. The training initiative, fully supported by NAM Center, is praiseworthy effort aimed at studying recent development, exchanging experience, and understanding issues, challenges, and opportunity to implement guidelines, utilize available resources, and promote systematic approach in agriculture. Common challenges lie ahead for countries. Most importantly, we jointly control seed genetic defects that have contributed to the risk of cultivation failure. This problem has to be solved in our collective interest. For agriculture, our South-South cooperation partnership is of the utmost importance. Ladies and gentlemen, for these reasons, NAM member countries' cooperation, agriculture, and collective efforts are central to NAM Center's programs. Over the years, therefore, NAM Center has made numerous efforts to support our member countries. We have assisted to disseminate ideas and information regarding agriculture. We further improve skills and expand information on agriculture resources. Recently, we have programmed an agriculture training assistance project for ASEAN Pacific countries, which we hope will keep people connected and promote applied science despite the pandemic situation. In order to promote sustainable agriculture, we pledge to organize at least 4 virtual training courses until June 2021. In the tissue culture technology fields, integrated pest management, hydroponic crops, and post-harvest. This event is the project's first program, and I am very happy to open this session. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say that the NAM Center is prepared to facilitate enhanced relations between developing countries, which is based on common interests of agricultural communities. Therefore, we are fully committed to helping our brothers and sisters achieve the goals of sustainable agriculture. We believe that sustainable agriculture can play a central role and help to leverage global South economic potential. I would like to conclude by thanking the government of Indonesia for its cooperation in organizing this event with NAM Center. I would like to wish you all a successful discussion. I hope you can implement anything that you discuss, agree on, and deliberated upon, and if something can be done by the NAM Center, you are sure that you can rely on us. Let us collaborate to achieve our real potential. With these remarks, I therefore declare this training officially open. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.